occasionally we play Biggie high-low. Biggie was just telling us during the commercial break, we have an insurance meeting today, and Biggie said, we have the option to go live at 11.
Yes.
Or a Zoom in at 2. There's 2 different meetings. Open enrollment day. So that's why I'm pretty excited around here.
Sure. Put on your best hoodie.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Biggie said, I'm not going to either.
The man who needs insurance more than everyone in the building combined.
And Biggie said, I know what I'm doing. I've played this game for years.
I know what I need.
He knows what he needs. He knows the plan he's getting. And then he said, you have no idea how much money I've spent on medical expense.
And we said,
that's the worst Biggie high-low game of all time.
Oh, because the answer is always higher.
it's the most depressing game of... Bob Barker
Higher.
would drop his microphone and said, I can't do this anymore.
Higher.
Yeah.
This man's life is hell.
Higher.
Well, because people keep messaging me, too. In our state, there was medical debt forgiven.
Yep.
And people were like,
But it was random, right?
It was random. Yeah. I was like, oh, your medical debt's forgiven, Biggie. I'm like, no, it's not, because I'm paying mine.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm set up on a payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, last month, my payment dropped. And I was like, oh.
Great news.
Maybe they did pay some of mine down.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a note. It was like, oh, yeah, we did some miscalculations last month. You actually owe us more the next month.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Middle finger.
Double middle fingers.
Yeah. Looking right at you, Moses H.
Code. That's our hospital here, which Biggie is also familiar with.
Oh, yeah, I know that place in and out. The nurses, the doctors.
Good to see you again, Pam.
But let me say this.
You have
Great,
that baby yet? Oh, that's wonderful. She's walking?
phenomenal
I'm
medical.
She's ambulatory?
Phenomenal medical staff, the nurses, the doctors, all great. Got a problem with the billing.
Yeah, you're billing. Well, my wife fought a bill there that she says we'd already paid. It was like $164. And my wife would call them and be on the phone with them for an hour, and they'd say, okay, we've got it taken care of. A month later, we get the bill again. And it's like, we're going to get the collectors after you if you don't. She fought it for so long. It was $164. And she fought and fought and fought. And finally she said, and I couldn't believe she did it. After about 4 years, she said, I'm giving up and I'm paying.
They win.
They won. Yeah, they beat her down and they won. And that's why people hate insurance and all that kind of stuff, you know, of course. And
Now, I would like to tell everyone in our company, I only went to the hospital once this year, so you're welcome. Premium should be a little bit lower.
Hey.
Okay, I'm excited about
That's
that.
great. And you will, what about the Zoom option, Biggie?
Well, I have a second job for my many medical debt, so I'll be doing with
He
that.
cannot zoom in. He's just, I know what
you can
doing.
split screen.
He's not.
How involved do you have to be?
Yeah. That's the other question I get a lot. Do you really have a second job? I do.
Yeah. And here's the crazy part. He has to be nice at that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm the customer service expert.
You're working pizza at your second job. Did you see that guy? It was a pizza order that a guy made for his wife, and it went viral. It's like she's pregnant, and it had like this really odd.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it?
I did. And I like the note he put on there, and I would have made sure that was made exactly right.
I have to find it.
Were these her cravings?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount of toppings on each side. And his note, though, is like, please make this correctly. My wife is pregnant.
Right, his wife is pregnant.
Yeah,
and he was saying, if you don't make it correctly, I'll be in trouble.
Were these traditional toppings just in enormous amounts, or non-traditional?
It was
toppings?
somewhere some mix. I mean, they had stuff like chicken on there, and I mean, now though, most pizza places carry chicken and various vegetables, so it's not that obscene.
I'll have to find that. I've got it here in the stack somewhere, but
I love his note on there, and I would have made sure. I'd have been like, we're making this exactly right as requested.
Yeah, that's it. The note was what got all the attention, and
because if not, she is going to send him back up.
Yeah, I have it here. Someone ordered online. Triple pepperoni, extra cheese, banana peppers, light jalapeno, half chicken, half mushroom, half caramelized onions, half olives, light sauce. And then the note was, yes, I know this looks insane, and you're probably like, who is this dude? I have a very pregnant wife. I'm done questioning what she wants. I'm scared of her, and you should be too. Thank you and Godspeed.
I'd have made it exactly as asked.
So when you see half chicken, half mushrooms, half caramelized olives, half caramelized onions, half
Too many halves.
do you put it all on one half?
I mean, it just depends. I mean, when it comes across, and believe me, that order isn't as crazy as you think, because I've seen orders of half and half where you really are staring at the screen multiple times going, did I make that right?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, because most people split a pizza, you know, if it's two people, and you've done this, you know, one person wants ham and pineapple, one person. Now, what I always got mad at was somebody would order half and half with two different sauces.
Ooh,
and then be like,
Impossible.
you know, make sure the sauces don't touch. And it's like, brother, they're going to bleed over.
Impossible.
When baking. Yeah.
That's over the line.
They'd order half like chicken Alfredo, half sausage.
I had a guy tell me once, I think this was in college, so I called it in, and I still call it in.
On his Apple phone, he sees.
Okay, I call it in. I call it in. I don't want this trail. I want to talk to a human
Be
being.
the next Dr. Rick Geico commercial.
This is what I want. I want to call it in. I want to talk to a
Hello?
human. Yeah. So I can say there's nuance. There's inflection. You know, give me like if I say I want a lot extra sauce. I mean, go ahead, put
it all on there.
Instead of just saying double sauce. You say I want just pile it on there. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Extra sauce.
Extra sauce. So one time I ordered like a half everything, half cheese. And the guy told me I can't, that'll cook him properly, you know, because it's on one side, it's like everything, on the other side, just cheese. Can you do it?
Yeah, I mean, he should have been able to do that. You got to layer it properly. There's techniques I can't even get into. Now, there are limits, though, where you'll tell someone when they order so much, you'll say, especially like vegetables, because once they start
cook properly.
they start cooking, they get watery. So you'll be like, hey, it's going to be, if you put all this on there, don't say that why is my pizza watery?
Right.
I had a real Chris Kelly moment yesterday
With pizza.
As you know, I do work customer service for Marco's Pizza. I know this is shocking to
He's on a Zoom
lot
today.
of you.
He's got a Zoom call.
I know that's
today.
shocking to a lot of you. I am a totally different person at my other job.
Hi, I'm Josh. How can I help you today?
Everything that Biggie is here, Josh is not at Marco's.
You really are Jekyll and Hyde.
Really quite a dichotomy.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And a few times people have been like, wait a second.
No. You know, I think
Are you Biggie?
I think Dave taught you that because he was so nasty here. Then you'd go on TV and be like,
Hey,
oh, it's exciting. Now he's just TV.
Sunshine and lollipops.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, a complaint came in yesterday where one gentleman had tried to redeem a coupon that I had sent him for a free pizza, and he basically was told he could not do that. And I was irate. So I fired off an email to my boss, and I said, I want this person's ass. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. And I just went off, and he sends me an email back. He goes, we don't own that store he went to.
oh, it's a different store. And
I was like, well, who am I going to? And I was like, well, who am I going to yell at now?
That's
I felt very Chris Kelly in that moment.
I think that's frustrating as a customer.
As a customer,
100%.
for sure.
When you get a coupon, you think I can use it anywhere.
Trust me, it is. I deal with a lot of that,
It's
but
a real issue.
I felt really very Chris Kelly yesterday because I had gotten up. I was angry, and I was like, no.
And then you're wrong.
You vented.
Then I'm wrong.
Yeah. There's two notes on health here today through celebrities. Simon Cowell, who you know had that accident where he hurt his back pretty badly 4 or 5 years ago on an e-bike, I believe. It
He fell off twice, didn't he?
Yeah, he's had some problems. He's doing something now. He says that he honestly feels like he's aging backwards because he's in such good shape now. A new wellness routine. He's got a whole new diet. He's exercising quite a bit, yoga, meditation, and here's the controversial part. He's doing a rinse and filter of his blood every so often, where they literally take his blood out, take the toxins out of it, and put it back in his body.
But is that just medical hokum? I mean, what toxins are in your blood that can get filtered out?
He says it makes him feel honestly like he's living, that he's aging backwards. But now that he also has changed his diet and his exercise routine quite a bit. The blood treatment is called, I had it written down here. It's a procedure where it's taken, filtered, and returned to his body It's called a rinse and filter, a therapeutic plasma exchange. And he's been doing it for the past 2 years and says it's wonderful. Now, a complete.
I'm sure that's very reasonably expensive.
That's what Biggie's.
That's a rich people thing.
Biggie's medical expenses. That's
a
not
blood rinse.
That's not covered.
No, that's not covered.
You should raise your hand at the meeting today and say, "Hey, can I get a blood rinse?"
Yeah, I'm looking
with my step-up plan.
I wonder what real doctors think of that.
Exactly.
It's a good question. He goes. It didn't say how often he did it, but he said the plasma exchange removes toxins from his blood that cause inflammation, and therefore he feels much younger and much better about himself. So he says. That's Simon Cowell. Also,
now he's had his face done.
Yeah, he's had his face done.
I think he's regretted some of that, right?
He said he regrets
some
a
of
lot
his facial work.
Mm-hmm.
No, remember he stopped.
He was
Botoxing, and he stopped doing that, and everyone was shocked what they saw because his face was like drooped.
Yeah,
because it was plastered smooth,
exactly.
And then it stopped.
And everyone was like, my God, what happened? And it was just that he had stopped Botoxing.
He's reminding me of this guy who measured his 20-year-old son's erections when he slept.
He's the man who wants to live to be, what, 200?
150?
150?
He's trying to be the first man to live to be 150 years old, and he constantly takes his own blood pressure, his screens, everything, and at night will measure his son's erections. His son is 20, he's in his 50s, and as well as his own, to make sure that
put on your girth checker, son. Good night. Huh? Night. See you in the morning.
Remember, and the son didn't know at first. Like the son woke up, was like, "Dad." He's like, "No, nothing to see here."
And is he taking his son's blood?
That's it. He's taking his son's blood.
Yeah.
Like he's filtering over his son's blood into him. Lynn, you're talking about this thing Simon Cowell's doing, filtering his blood. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw the same article.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that Orlando Bloom does it also, and it is $13,000 a session.
Goodness.
That almost seems low.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder how long it takes.
With that kind of money. That was my question, Lynn. Do you know how long does it take and how often does he do it? That is not referenced in the article I read.
Yeah, I didn't see the ED. It's not something.
Yep, it's not clear how much he does it. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate it. So Orlando Bloom started that as well. Simon also.
Would you do it, Kelly, if money were no object?
Yes, I would do it. If
somebody told you could age backward.
Yeah. If a legit doctor told me this is going to help you age backwards or feel younger or live longer, yes, I would do it. By the way, Dick Van Dyke has given the secret. He's going to be 100 this month. And they said, what's the secret to living to be 100? He said, I ignored my family.
Ooh. Is there still time, Kelly?
I think
ignored as in anything they tried to tell him to do?
No, when he was at his peak when he was performing on the show and on stage and all that, he said, I just let my wife raise my kids. I didn't do one thing with that.
You're halfway there, Joby.
He said, I had a great career. He had 4 kids with his late wife, Margie Willett. And he said, they all turned out great, but it's all thanks to her. I ignored all family problems and drama whatsoever.
Okay. All right.
No wonder he's always happy.
Right. He did say that he first started working as a morning show disc jockey.
For real.
And he said, that's when I started ignoring my family entirely. And then later he was at a nightclub at night. So he would do morning show and then work at a club at night and only sleep for a few hours. And the wife told him, his wife told him, I'll take care of the kids. And so he was able to ignore that. The other Simon Cowell thing is, this has to do with entertainment as well. He's now saying, and he's been interviewed by the New York Times, he's got a new Netflix series coming out called Simon Cowell, The Next Act. And when he was interviewed by the New York Times, he said, I probably was too harsh on some of these American Idol contestants, especially the ones who were just auditioning, not actually had made
the bad ones.
The really bad ones. Here's an example.
So why do you think you could win?
Because I have a good voice, and I believe that I am the next American Idol. In fact, I know I am.
Right, well, you look a little odd. Your dancing is terrible. The singing was horrendous. And you look like one of those creatures that live in the jungle with those massive eyes. What are they called? Bush baby.
Simon, you are sick.
Simon, you crazy.
Simon.
You look like a bush baby.
There's Randy and Paula Lord.
And Randy.
Oh, Simon.
And Paula said, I think you're amazing. And he's just like, oh, come on. I mean, let's be. The guy was terrible. Of course, he was terrible.
two things that were coming to mind. I didn't really watch a lot of American Idol, but that was what put that on the map.
Him.
Simon.
Totally.
Alone.
100%
I mean,
right.
and the Ditzy Paula to some extent.
A little.
And they don't do the auditions anymore.
Do they not?
They don't show the bad ones.
No.
Because it was too much bullying.
Yeah.
They don't want to see judges tell people you suck.
That's, Ellen DeGeneres said that's the reason she had to quit the show after one season, because she didn't want to be critical of people. And you had to be. And Simon was perfect for that. And he said,
Yep.
He's now said I was too harsh on some of it, but in fairness, I was sitting there for 6 hours, these horrible auditions. So by the end of the day, I was like, come on, you stink, get off here. And he told him, you got the Bush baby eyes. He didn't have to go physical. He could have just said, no, he did not need
I can't help my googly eyes.
Yeah. But at that time, that's what we wanted.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the culture.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, we went through a whole phase where it was like, just tear them down.
tear 'em
But
up.
he's still a judge on another show, right? Is it America's Got Talent?
Yeah, but he became a much more friendly.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still Simon, but not like that.
He's like everybody else, like the other judges now. But I think that, if that came along today or 5 years from now, another show where somebody was real critical, I think people like to hear it how it really is. Like tell them they stink.
I don't know. I think you get
culture
more
has shifted.
pushback now. Yeah.
Well, I don't think the physical appearance, I don't think you can say about the googly eyes, but I think you could say, you're kidding yourself.
You
You're
can't sing or
awful.
dance.
You can't sing. You're terrible.
That's true, yeah.
You could say that. Because they're terrible. They are.
They still have, American Idol, so they still have bad contestants show up. But I don't think it's as brutal as it once was.
I
Oh,
don't
no,
either.
without
No,
doubt.
yeah.
It is not. I know that. for a
Well,
fact.
it's hard to do, I think.
Yeah.
That would be very difficult to really tear somebody up like that. You want to give them a little something.
The promos, because usually this show starts in January, right?
Yes.
Typically.
Yes.
During football, all Fox would show was the bad singers.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Simon tear into this loser.
That's right.
Now it's just people crying with tears of joy because they're going to Hollywood.
It's completely different now.
Completely different mindset.
One more note here. Also, an interview done with Paul Anka. Now, Paul Anka.
How old is Mr. Anka?
He's 84. Paul Anka.
That's young.
Younger than I thought.
Yeah. He was a teen idol in the 50s.
I was going to say 90.
He's 84. And he is giving interviews about hanging out with Frank Sinatra and other members of the Rat Pack, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey Bishop. In Las Vegas, they would hang out together. And a long-standing rumor was that Frank Sinatra was extremely well endowed. So Paul Anka, in a recent interview, said, I'm going to set the record straight on this. The guy is hung like a horse.
I did it my
Anka said that he, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop, and Frank Sinatra would hit the saunas together after a long day in Las Vegas.
again
And he said, I couldn't even make eye contact with Frank. It was so large.
to
It
mention
was like a,
I
just like a python.
But did somebody lose their belt? Oh, sorry, Frank.
saw it through without
No,
exemption.
and then he said, I've only seen one larger in my whole life.
Each
Milton
Berle.
Milton Berle. That's
Well, it's a new term. The younger generation uses it.
well.
But you would say they have BDE energy.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Well, Frankie
BDE
had
energy.
it.
Yeah, BDE.
Sinatra had it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Oh,
That's what I mean, yeah.
100%.
Sinatra owned any room
Yeah.
he walked into.
And Uncle
So
Milton.
nowadays, young folks would say he has BDE.
I think this is an Anka song.
Yeah, that's
I think
how
Paul Anka wrote
That's
this.
how he got to know Sinatra. That he wrote the song for Sinatra. So they hang out together. Isn't it? There's a rumor that when Milton Berle was on Saturday Night Live, somebody asked, like, "Is this a real? Is it real?" And Berle said, "Well, he won a contest at like 8.5 inches or something." And they said, "Is that what it is? 8.5 inches?" He said, "I don't know. I just took out enough to win."
Best line ever.
These two. The other old schooler that apparently was well endowed, and we didn't learn this until the president said it about Arnold Palmer when he was campaigning in Pennsylvania.
This is the home of my friend Arnold Palmer. And he loved Latrobe. He turned out to be one of the greatest golfers in the world. But Arnold Palmer was all man. And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. this man was strong and tough, and I refused to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God. That's unbelievable. I had to say it. I had to say it.
What are you going to do?
He has to say something like that. Come on. He's campaigning in Latrobe. That's what Anka said about Frank Sinatra. Couldn't even look him in the face. My God.